I don't feel that testing second graders is very effective. I think it only shows um, one part of what they can do. I don't think it gives you a complete picture of what the child is capable of doing. It shows if they can be a multiple choice test taker. We spend a great deal of time preparing them to take those tests, teaching them how to bubble, teaching them how to use the process of elimination if they're not sure of an answer. And really the kids that do well on it, it's because they've learned how to take a test. It doesn't really show what is going on inside their little brain. It just shows one little part of it. During the whole testing process, because we started months in advance preparing them to take the test and teaching them how to do it and showing them what the questions would be like and what they'd have to do, by the time we got around to taking the test, it was just too much. They were burnt out, they were tired, they were teary and whiny and fidgety, and they just didn't have it in their attention span to sit for that period of time and focus on that. So we had to come up with all kinds of different strategies to help them get through it. It was really more about persevering and getting through the process than really figuring out what they could do. Some kids would be so tired, they would just write whatever they wanted. They didn't care what the answer was, they just wanted to be done. And that's not an accurate assessment of thing. I'm not really sure that one exists, because if you take out the standardized part of it, then you have to realize there's teacher subjectivity happening, and you're not going to get an accurate assessment of what kids across schools and across states and are doing. You can't really compare it. It'd be more like comparing apples and oranges, because every teacher brings into their environment their own background, their own biases, their own thoughts and feelings about it, and so therefore they're going to assess a child differently or extract from the assessment what they see differently than another teacher would in even the classroom next door. So you can't really use it as a way to compare students in schools or in districts or in cities or states, in my opinion. So I don't know that there's really an effective alternative for, some statewide testing like we've had in the past, because I think there'd be a lot of bias to that.